Dear students, in this video we will be learning about the geometrical representation of complex numbers. Dear students, please note that the deleted portion of this lesson, the square root of a complex number, solution of a quadratic equation in complex number system and related exercise, that is 1.2. These are the deleted portion from this lesson for this academic year 2020-21. Now we will learn the geometrical representation of a complex number. Argand diagram or complex plane. Before going to that, we know that real numbers can be represented by points on a line and points in the plane also, in such a way that the corresponding to every real number there is one and only one point on the line, and corresponding to every point on the line there is one and only one real number. This thing we have already learned in the smaller classes, that is number line we have drawn and we marked the points on individual points on the number line. Also we can represent the points on the plane corresponding to a pair of real numbers in which first number lies on the x-axis and the second number lies on the y-axis. X-axis and y-axis are the mutually perpendicular lines. And here the pair of numbers are written as ordered pairs, where number on the x-axis is called x-coordinate and the number on y-axis is called y-coordinate. Similarly, we can represent a complex number on a plane. Let z is equal to x plus iy be a complex number where x and y belongs to R and I is equal to root of minus 1. Then this can be expressed on a plane whose coordinates are ordered pair x, y, and we know x and y are the real numbers. So this can be plotted on the lines x-axis and y-axis. So combined form we can plot the point in the plane also. That is, there exists a one-to-one correspondence between every complex numbers and the points x, y. Then the point P of xy represents the complex number z is equal to x plus iy. That is, z is equal to x plus y. X plus iy corresponds to the point xy, ordered pair xy. Now x is the real part of z is represented on the x-axis. So the x-axis is called the real axis, and y is equal to imaginary part of z which is represented on the y-axis. So the y-axis is called the imaginary axis. You can understand this clearly from the diagram. Real axis is the x-axis, imaginary axis, and pxy is the point in the plane corresponding to the complex number z is equal to x plus iy, and x is the distance which is parallel to the x-axis, y is the distance which is parallel to the y-axis. X is the distance parallel to x-axis, y is the distance parallel to y-axis. Now example. First one, ordered pair 1, 2 can be written as 1 plus 2i. The point 1, 2 is similar, corresponds to the complex number 1 plus 2i. Minus 4 plus 3i can be written as ordered pair minus 4, 3. And 0, 0, ordered pair 0, 0 is 0 plus 0i. And 5 plus 0i can be written as 5, 0. And 0 minus 1, that is 0 minus I. Minus 2 minus 2i, ordered pair minus 2 minus 2. Now the diagram which represents the complex numbers by points in a plane with reference to the real and imaginary axis is called the Argand diagram or complex plane. Now we will learn the modulus and argument of a complex number. First, modulus. Let z is equal to x plus iy be a complex number. Then the modulus of z is denoted by modulus of, that is written under vertical bars, or r is denoted and defined as r is equal to modulus of z is equal to root of x square plus y square. In the diagram, point PAB represents the complex number z is equal to a plus ib. Then O is the origin joined to P. P is joined with O. Then OP is the distance from origin to the point P. That is the distance. Using distance formula, we can write the distance between O and P. Origins coordinates are 0 and 0. P is ordered pair AB. Then we will get the more distance as r, or modulus of z is equal to a square plus b square, that is nothing but OP. So we know that we can say that modulus of z is the distance of point P from the origin, where the point P represents the complex number z in the plane. For example, z is equal to 4 plus 3i. Modulus of z is equal to root of 4 square plus 3 square. Not to take I, only the imaginary part, real number 3 square. So root of 16 plus 9 is equal to root of 25 is equal to 5. Now what is argument? Argument of z is, in the diagram, OP makes an angle theta with positive direction of x-axis. Theta is called argument or amplitude in this case of the complex number z is equal to a plus ib, which is denoted by arg of z, argument of z or amplitude of z. Okay, you can look at this theta in the diagram. Positive direction means anti-clockwise direction. Now let us see how we will calculate the angle theta, that is argument of z or amplitude of z. Now in the diagram, we know theta is an acute angle in the right angular triangle OMP. Then sin theta is defined by opposite side upon hypotenuse, that is opposite side is B upon R, and cos theta is adjacent side of theta. Adjacent side means nearby side of theta is A upon hypotenuse, that is A upon R, where R not equal to 0 because it is a distance. To get a distance, it should not be 0. So R is not equal to 0. Then B can be written as R into sin theta, and A is equal to R into cos theta. Then divide these two equations, that is after dividing we will get sin theta upon cos theta is equal to tan theta. R will get cancelled, so only tan theta in the RHS and I wrote in the LHS, and B upon A. So tan theta is equal to B upon A, where A not equal to 0. Now theta is equal to, from this equation we can write theta is equal to tan inverse. It is inverse trigonometric function. So it is read as tan inverse B upon A is equal to argument of Z. That means tan inverse B upon A means in which angle this value B upon A. Tan has the value B upon A. So we will find the angle this way. And for example, Z is equal to 2 plus 2i. Then argument of Z theta is equal to what? Tan inverse 2 upon 2. B upon A. Both are 2. So 2 upon 2 is equal to 1. So tan inverse 1. That is in which angle tan has the value 1. That is pi upon 4 or 45 degree. Now let us see the examples for the argument of Z in different quadrants and axes. First, Z is equal to A plus IB, and different values of A, that is positive and negative values of A, are considered and equal also. Sorry, equal to 0 also. First case, when A greater than 0 and B is equal to 0. That means A greater than 0 and B equal to 0 means it's only a real number. So Z is equal to 3. And positive, that is considered an example only here. And on the number Z is equal to 3 means X is equal to 3, or X coordinate is 3. So it lies on the positive real axis or x-axis. So the theta is the angle made by the complex, the distance between the origin and the complex number. Here that distance does not exist because the point lies on the x-axis. So theta is equal to 0. So from example we can say that the theta is 0. Or you can substitute the values also. Tan inverse b upon a, b is 0, 0 upon 0. So tan inverse 0 is equal to 0 in this case. That is, after calculating we will get theta is equal to 0. And from example we can see that theta is equal to 0 because the point lies in the x-axis. Now a greater than 0 and b greater than 0. That is, both a and b are positive numbers. So we can take an example as z is equal to 1 plus I. That is, both x coordinate, real part and imaginary part are positive, means the point lies in the first quadrant. In the first quadrant, the theta lies between 0 and pi upon 2. So theta is equal to, from example we will get pi upon 4, that is theta is equal to tan inverse 1 upon 1. Both a and b are 1. So 1 upon 1 is equal to tan inverse 1, that is 45 degree. That means 0 and in between 0 and pi upon 2 only. Similarly, we can see these examples of different values of a and b and took examples and found the using the formula, and from the example we found the arguments also. Now the sums in this part are solved in the next video. Thank you.